Good morning, everybody. It's your boy D Mac. Let's talk. So, we had our first game last night. We had the Dallas Cowboys versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we see that the Cowboys didn't look that good. That's good news for me and my Washington football team. Um, but the biggest story out of that whole game last night was Dak Prescott. And that's what I want to talk about this morning because Dak Prescott is now sitting out and he's trying to rehab a shoulder injury. They said that this shoulder injury is more common in baseball players, but you can imagine if you're a quarterback and you throw a certain way, it's going to start to affect your shoulder after a while. Most quarterbacks, after years, they start to have torn rotator cuffs, things of that nature. Those are the type of quarterback injuries that they have. And so my question is, where did Dak get this when he hasn't played since like what early last season? How did he get this shoulder injury? Where did the shoulder injury come from? If he's been rehabbing his ankle and doing all of these workouts and things like that, how now does he have this shoulder injury develop? Um, Sounds to me like Dak Prescott is the Anthony Davis of the NFL. Seems like he's going to be out for a while with this shoulder. They're trying to downplay the injury and say, well, we're just making sure and we're just being cautious and we're taking it day by day. Those are all the speaking points that they use whenever they're trying to just downplay something or dismiss it. So we're going to keep an eye on Dak Prescott and see what's going to happen as far as his injuries. Now, if he's going to stay injury prone, and they gave him that real big contract, I think Jerry Jones is going to be pretty ticked off if he don't get his money's worth from Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott set a precedence. So now they're going to relook at giving that type of money out to a player again in the NFL. Um, Dak's battled his little injuries left and right, but that ankle injury, we all saw it. It was something horrible, man. That thing when he went down there, I'm a Washington fan through and through, so that means I hate the Cowboys, everything about them. But when Dak Prescott went down and I saw how his ankle went and turned, I really thought that was the end of his career pretty much because whenever you have a break like that, and it was a compound fracture, along with other things. Now, when you break something or have a compound fracture, that right there destroys the integrity of that part of your body. So that means that there's strength that is gone out of that part of your body because it's no longer complete and whole like it was. So yeah, he may have rehabbed it and all of that stuff like that in the off season, but has his ankle been tested? It has not been tested. And he says he's not worried about the ankle because he's more concerned about the shoulder now. And so that's not to say that the ankle is not going to be a problem. That's just to say that the shoulder is more of a problem right now because it's the only thing that's holding him back from being out there. And so I understand that it's a smart thing to stay out the field and get that rehab because it would be a horrible thing for him to get re-injured in a preseason game. The preseason game is usually for your new guys to come in and for your quarterback to get used to throwing to those new guys and adding them into the mix. So if that is going to not happen for Dak Prescott, then how is the season going to start for the Cowboys? I really don't see this being a good year for the Cowboys. I think they should go ahead and start looking into a new quarterback or a good backup. Because if Dak Prescott is going to be like AB, you're definitely going to need a quality backup because that backup is going to be seeing a lot of playing time. Um, we've had other quarterbacks to go through their injuries and things like that and never recover. And then you have some quarterbacks who go through an injury that you think is going to end their career and they bounce back great. It all depends on the person. I think it's a individual thing, and this is something that excuse me, something that Dak Prescott is really going to have to work on. This is something that the whole team is really going to have to work on. And that means that Dak is not going to be that mobile in the pocket. So he's going to have to sit back there now. He's going to be a little reluctant to take off and scramble and move around and all of that because he really don't know how that ankle is going to hold up in those situations until you're in an actual game and you're running full speed and you're going full throttle. And in those instances like that, your adrenaline is high, and so you may think that your ankle is all right, and you make one wrong hard plant or one wrong move, one wrong twist, and there you go again. You have your quarterback on the sideline. So we're going to pay close attention to this Dak Prescott situation because that is going to be the difference between the Cowboys being in second or third place or being last in the division, which I think they're going to come up last in the division based on what I'm seeing right now. Unhealthy Dak Prescott. You have Philly with Jalen Hurts. You have us with Fritz Fitzpatrick, and you have who is New York, the Giants with Daniel Jones. We've all got fairly good quarterbacks. Well, Jalen Hurts is still, we still have to see what he's going to do. But he looked promising last season, and they're saying that he's looking promising in the preseason. We already know what Fitzpatrick brings to the table, and we have acquired some dogs for corners to go along with those dogs that we have at linebacker. And so our defensive core is just ready. We're ready to devour a quarterback or a running back or a little slot who trying to come across there. We're ready for that. We have Chase Young. We have Jamin Davis. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm really, really excited about Washington has this season. And what we're gonna do with it, that's another question. But bottom line is this: no matter what we do, we're gonna beat the Cowboys. Absolutely, we're going to beat the Cowboys. That's no doubt in my mind that we are going to go out there because this is one of the biggest rivalries in football history. The Washington Redskins, forgive me for saying the name, and the Dallas Cowboys have always been a primetime game. It's always been a big rivalry game. It used to be our Thanksgiving Day game, but they changed it because of what it was representing, Cowboys and Indians. So I guess that was offensive, and so they stopped doing that. And so now it's like I think the Lions be playing on Thanksgiving a lot of the times now. But going back to what I was saying, it's definitely a big rivalry game. Everyone looks forward to it. I look forward to it because I feel like we're going to sweep them this year as far as games. They're not going to get one game against Washington at all. Um, let's see, what other pieces do the Cowboys have that are exciting? The only thing that the Cowboys have that's really exciting to me is Ezekiel Elliott, and he's coming back a lot stronger and healthier. He's looking a lot leaner and more muscular. So that means he's been in the gym working out, and he's really been taking it serious to get ready for this season. Cool. We're glad of that. And what else do they have? That's pretty much it. I mean, they haven't really got a good offensive core as we saw last night. They only scored 3 points, and they got down in the red zone. I mean, it was like right there on the 5 yard line. They could not get the ball in the end zone. That's not a good sign right there. Um, you have these little eager young running backs, man, and just let them go. But it is what it is. We'll continue to look in. Salute to the Steelers. They ended up winning the game like 15-3 or something like that. And Dallas, like I said, after they got that one field goal in the first half, that was it. No more productivity out of them after that point. It was all Steelers from there. And um, they should be concerned. They really should be concerned. I'm not. I'm laughing all the way to the bank because that just puts my football team in a better position. That's all I wanted to say, man. Let's watch out for Dak Prescott, and let's keep prayers going for Dak. Even though I don't like the Cowboys, let's keep prayers up for Dak. Let's make sure that he's healthy because we want this young man to give us the best that he has to offer. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So I'll come back on later on. I got some business to take care of today and make some things happen, pay some bills, and then I'll be back with y'all later on to talk about something else. So thanks for getting up with me this morning. This is your boy D Mac. You know what I say? Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.